Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to soundproof this kitchen wall where we don't have much space. Here you can see we've removed the wall units, we've removed the base units, and we have a cupboard here where we only have 50mm space. There's a little nib here at the top of the wall, which is because it's an old property. We're in an old Victorian terrace property. We have an RSJ, which is creating that open plan living, which is noises transmitting from this property all the way across the kitchen. And we also have noise on this patio door wall, where the noise is the same there on this patio door wall as it is the party wall here. And just to give you an idea of your bearings, this is the separating party wall, the stairs, and that's the kitchen in there which we're soundproofing. So you can see it goes all the way up the stairs, and then you have a landing, and then you have that back bedroom there which is above there. Okay, so this is the landing, that's the back bedroom. Hopefully you got your bearings right. So let's get stuck into how to soundproof this room. If we're following the 4-step soundproofing method for this particular room, there's the main cause is the RSJ, which is running into the separating party wall, and we've got holes in the structure which we find in that back bedroom floor. The direct noise path is this party wall here, where we're going to install a 50mm 2-inch system, and then we have indirect noise paths of the patio door wall and the ceilings. As I said, the floor is concrete. We haven't got much space available, but one of the noises that you're hearing next door through this separating party wall is furniture moving, and a lot of that noise is coming through the floor, coming through that concrete floor. You can hear that of chairs moving from next door. So we're going to use a traditional hardwood finished floor, but we're going to put a heavy duty acoustic underlay underneath. So first of all, you might have noticed already there is holes in the structure. There's holes not exactly going through to next door at this stage. We do find holes there, which I'll get to later on in the video. But the main thing is we've got holes here where we've moved the cabinet. So the first thing we want to do is brick up those holes with sand and cement. Okay, so next we're going to look at this RSJ on the ceiling, and you're going to open that up, and you can see what we've got is we've got 2 RSJs and a piece of structural wood there. The best way to do this is to sound dampen the RSJ. If you've ever hit an RSJ with a hammer, when you're on site, hit that RSJ and just put your hand the other end and feel the noise transfer on that RSJ, and you know what I mean. The noise just transmits so easily through that RSJ. So you can sound dampen that with a tech sound. We use a 10 kg self-adhesive tech sound like this. And then you want to insulate the web of the steel with a rock wool, and then put your 2 layers of board around it. What I recommend, if it's going into the separating party wall, you know, it's sat on that separating party wall, then you need to bring that RSJ up to the same level of what you're going to be putting on the separating party wall. Otherwise, all that noise from the separating party wall is just going to transmit across the whole of your property. So that RSJ, the noise will be the same right by the separating party wall as it is the other end of the steel. So that's why you put a really good system around the RSJ. You can see it's been sound dampened. You've got the RW3 rock wool, 20mm rubber, and then you're going to bring it up to fire regulations by 2 layers of 15mm sound block board. If you're thinking, oh, that sounds like a lot of work, it really isn't. We show you step by step how to do that in the noise-free DIY soundproofing course. Then we want to start sound dampening the wall, and this is a 50mm system which we show you in the soundproofing secrets course. It involves sound deadening the wall with a rubber, and we're going to glue that with the 2 different types of adhesive and mechanical fixings at this stage, and that's because of the weight of the board that we're going to be using as the next layer. So rubber, install the rubber, bring all the sockets forward. Here we're using a Foam Star insulation board, and there are other products similar to this called a DBX board, and the link for both of these is in the description down below. You can see we've gone over that little nib at the top of the wall, which is just solid concrete, and that's because it's just the age of the building. We've gone up to that and around that, and that's what's so good about this 50mm system. With the older properties, it will just follow the contours of the wall, and it's great for getting over those little nibs. And what we've done is we've lined the RSJ boxing up with that little nib at the top of the wall. I don't know why I don't know if nib is the right word. I've used it throughout this video, so I'm going to go with it now, but hopefully you guys get what I mean. The next layer is this 15mm sound block board, which we go over the top of the Foam Star board or the DBX board. We've removed the dot and dab plasterboard from the window wall, and it was quite tight, this dot and dab plasterboard. You can see the dollops of adhesive. It is quite hard for the homeowner to identify that it was dot and dab plasterboard, but that would explain why we're hearing so much noise down this patio door wall, even though it's an extension. With regards to the patio doors, they're actually being replaced with a new patio door The neighbours next door have a lot of garden parties and gatherings of people, so we're going to upgrade these doors to acoustic patio doors. It'll be bifolding doors, but just that'll have acoustic laminated glazing in, and we're going to take the opportunity to extend the frames. So this is not the patio doors, but I'll give you an eye just for illustration purposes. I'll show you these ones. This is the patio doors frame, and then we've extended the frame to take into consideration the soundproofing, returning the soundproofing in, improving the integrity of the patio doors, and upgrading the patio door wall. Next indirect noise path is that bedroom and landing floor above, and this is where we find some holes going through to next door. And what we're doing is we're insulating the entire bedroom floor like that, and you can just see the system there from the kitchen down below coming up. You can see the rubber, the soundboard, and the 15mm soundblock board, and then we're going to fill that floor with the rock wool, and that reduces the noise coming over. If the neighbours are in this upstairs bedroom making noise, it's going to reduce the noise coming over and going down into the kitchen. So this is the upstairs bedroom above the kitchen, all completely insulated, and a new structural ply floor, and the landing, which hasn't got acoustic sealant yet. The fixtures and fittings for this project would be that ply floor to the bedroom floor above and the landing. It will be that new finished floor that we installed to the kitchen, making sure that goes on that heavy duty underlay. And when the new kitchen is installed, we're making sure that doesn't compromise the new soundproofing. And that's how you would follow the 4-step soundproofing method for this project. This will massively reduce the noise from the neighbours. A lot of people doing the Soundproofing Secrets course, it shows you how to install the 50mm system. There's a lot of builders and DIYers installing that and using the system on their own projects now. We always say you get at least a 65% human perceived reduction in noise from your neighbours to you by installing this system that I've just shown you to the direct noise path. But a lot of builders and DIYers are getting much better than that. They're claiming something like an 85% human perceived reduction in noise from installing this to their own homes and to their clients' homes. So it's a great little system. If you're interested in learning exactly how to install that system, the link is in the description down below. It's called Soundproofing Secrets. It's on offer at the moment, and it shows you everything you need to do to install a system like this to your separating party wall. I hope this video helps. I'll see you on the next video.